Hickey Boy been telling you stories. You felt good because, hey, these stories have kind of jogged your memories a little bit, or at least made you feel more like, yes, there is something out there that is your past. But
That's good.
yeah, you two probably hear this little turtle jostling around as she jolts up. Renage just looks over, like one of his eyes narrowing because of the difference in light between out there in the growing morning sun and in the dark of the bunker. Is like, is everything all right?
Have a nightmare?
Yeah, you're free to talk.
That's okay. They were talking to me. I didn't know who they were talking about.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we'll call it that.
Well, don't worry. Your brain can't get you out here.
Just
Yeah.
it's about time for everyone to be waking up, I think.
I'll go get up. And I
I'll watch the door.
run off to get everybody.
Go kick everyone.
You definitely get a from Tiff as expected.
Gonna shake you and say, "Come on, butter's in the churn that needs churning."
Let's get out.
Yeah, at that, like, Celadol sits up and he's like, "Oh, I don't like the churn."
I don't like butter.
I'm already up. Like, I'm outside just holding Tiff's gift and just, like, hand on snake, just kind of watching the nearby forest.
Pitiful is in a tree somewhere.
Yeah,
That's
you
where
guys...
he managed to precariously pass out, like
You
like
walk
sitting.
out of the bunker and then into a tree in a thunderstorm.
No,
I'm in the bunker staring out.
Yeah.
oh, that's right. We're in a bunker. Well,
I was about to say, I mean, you do.
He probably found a place somewhere like high up to pass out, like
Right.
a top shelf somewhere or something. He's
Yeah.
only 5 foot tall and around 100 pounds or so he's not like big and heavy.
Right. I think this still has... Yep, this is the... You guys are on, like, the very edge of the ruined city and the forest, which is a lot thinner out here.
Mm-hmm.
Because off in the distance you can see the massive castle sticking out of the middle of the lock, which is the castle that you've heard Fayush say is where they've kept Titania,
Right.
and you heard these humans say that in the lake is the old one, an aboleth. Obviously they don't know what that is, but you might.
We don't have food, so I'm gonna see if I can rustle us up some food from like the locals. See if they've got any food sitting around that we can eat.
Oh yeah, they offer you some of that deer that they killed last night.
You know, Tiff's fine. Tiff's fine with that. You know, she's too hungry to be concerned about the gaminess of the deer.
And between Susano and Celadol, who are both outlanders or outsiders or whatever, they probably rustle up some tube vegetables and some edible flowers.
Nice. Yeah, Tiff's stuffing her face.
Yeah, this is
Good.
very fantasy adventurer cuisine. It's not very good. It's probably not super good for you, but it's at least going to fill your belly and keep it from rumbling.
Yeah. Tiff is like through like mouthfuls of like flower petals and hunks of meat, just like, all right, so excuse me. So what's our plan here? Where are we going first? The lake? I think we're going to the lake, or are we going to the hags? And just like takes a giant bite out of a hunk of meat.
Yeah, the human whose name I forgot, the big burly man one, the barbarian. It's like, the witches. They keep their vile lair in one of the ancient strongholds. Not too far from the lake's edge, actually. but it's protected by deep magics.
Well, generally I can help magic stuff. As she like shoves basically like a carrot into her mouth.
The carrots here were never bred to be orange.
They're purple. Oh yeah.
This disgusting, almost black purple.
James, is this a callback to a conversation we've had?
Yes. About how I don't know how anyone looked at those and thought, yeah, I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah. Tiff is definitely fine with that, just chomping away. She's eaten enough weird food at this point, been to enough different realms. She's like, you know what? As long as it doesn't kill me.
Fox, all you manage to get out of your silent pleas is a voice that it's in your voice, and you're not sure if you're just thinking this or if you're being like divinely inspired to have this, but you're like, riddles. Watch out for riddles. Don't answer till you know for certain. Oh god, the entire bunkers turn into Minecraft villagers.
Not again!
3
yeah, Tiff-
emeralds for a piece of paper?
Yeah. Tiff is like, turns to her various members. It's like, Susano, what do you want to do? Lake or hags first?
I thought we should go over to the lake.
Alright. Lake is fine.
You're gonna have to speak up, by the way.
Sorry. I said lake.
Squeak?
Don't rightly care either way.
Alright. Damn it, you got me doing it out of 8. Alright. Pit?
Pitiful stumbles a bit, turns around, looks in the direction of a random frog for a second, points at it, and then stumbles back towards you, makes that belching sound he does so well, and falls over.
Alright.
And we get this comical scene of Tiff looks over at that frog that you pointed at right as a Jom bursts from a bush and
Like, alright, so whatever Pitiful was trying to imply is probably going to get us killed. I think that's how omens work. I'm just a divination wizard. What would I know?
yeah, as you hear jump, 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 jump. And a party of Joms emerges from the forest while you guys.
Are they the same Joms?
Well, they look to be about the same, but they're carrying a backpack on top of their party, like they're sharing the weight evenly.
I want this back.
Oh, this is like some old, ratty, barely held together thing, very threadbare. There's an opening in the back that's just trailing apples.
Food.
They
see
must have
food.
found the apple.
They found the apples. They're going to make
They
apples.
found the apple tree.
They do have a backpack for their applesauce.
I just look at that scene and I just like shake my head like I don't fucking know. And then I look over at Foxes. I'm like, Foxes, any inclination of Lake or fight the hags first?
Hags.
Okay, hags, that works. And Celadol?
I think isn't it going to be a smart idea if we kill the hags first, since Titania said that's what we need to bring someone back?
You know what? That is a totally fair point. Everybody, great job with our brainstorming.
Renaj just gives you a look like,
well, no,
of course.
I was about to say, sorry, Renaj, no matter what you said, you would have been outvoted. Unless you voted
Fair
for
enough.
the other thing.
I was going to say hags.
Oh, well, thank you very much. My apologies for not asking for your input. That was very unprofessional of me. I promise to strive to do better in the future. But, good job, everybody. We have officially had democracy. Now, after we've had breakfast, I think it's time for us to have some hags' heads on a stick.
I'm gonna lean over to Celadol. How does one have democracy?
I've
It's
never
not
done
like
this.
it's not like something you can hold.
Tip,
Yeah.
2 things. I feel like we should be careful.
Okay.
Get an inclination that we're going to be dealing with some really, I wouldn't call them smart, more just tricks. Yeah, that too.
She's like, okay. Good thing to keep an eye out for, yeah.
Also, actually, no, I can't ask for that. That's
Do you say that in character?
yeah, no, they're talking to themselves.
She's like, well, can't ask for what? I don't know.
You've already not approved something like that in the past.
Well, what were you gonna say?
Some hag goblet heads.
I think just putting them on a stick will send enough of a message. And that was mainly a metaphor in and of itself.
Yeah.
She like kind of gives you this kind of look of like, and at least they're asking permission. It's like, all right, so does anybody need to do anything while we're here? Maybe we can get some of this food on the go, if that's okay with you guys. And I'm like looking at the owners of the bunker.
Certainly. We can always hunt more game. Anything to a servant of the Old One and our ancient guardians. Points over to Warden and fuck, it's been so long, I'm forgetting my own
Shadow?
character names.
Receptor?
Yeah,
Perceptor.
Perceptor.
I thought that they went through the portal.
No, they stayed behind. All the others went.
Oh, right. I'm like, all right, well, right on. Let's get all this packed up and get moving, I guess. Get ready
That's
to
when-
get attacked by spells consistently.
You see Renage is actually out in the middle of the street drawing on the ground.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Hey, Renage?
Teleportation circle.
Oh, you can do that?
Yes. No one asked. He shoots everyone this cocky grin.
Hey Renage, can you do a teleportation circle?
I can, Squeak. Thank you for asking.
Renage, on this basis...
Hold on. Renage just took on the fairies tone
Yeah,
and accent.
yeah.
I'm just trustworthy.
Yeah. We generally try and espouse our abilities on our own accord, because otherwise no one will know. Like for instance, I make things not happen that should happen, and make things that happen that should. I can change things.
I mean,
I
it's
pat her
disappeared.
on the shoulder. Here. It's okay. Speaking's not your strong point. It's okay.
Everyone's
I'm
Actually,
able-
actually speaking is my strong point. It's my
I'm-
charismatic nature. And she like kind of does like one of those, puts her fists on her hip and like puffs her chest out a bit.
I'm a
Dude.
master of illusion magic and altering people's memories. It's quite fun.
Ah,
Did you say altering people's memories?
I can't bring them back if that's what you mean.
That's not what I was asking, but okay. Thanks for stipulating.
Thanks
Can
for
make
making
things
an ass out of
disappear.
you and me.
Anyway, are we going to go? Because I can see just far enough to get us to the edge of the lake.
Sure.
Are we going to the lake?
Yeah, he's just going to teleport you there.
I thought that we were gonna go to the hags first.
Yeah, remember what they said? It's at the edge of the lake somewhere.
Oh.
We just gotta look for an ancient thing with magic.
Wait, but
Susano
that's-
looks around.
Oh,
Will think
okay.
everything's ancient.
You know what I meant.
He smiles.
Ooh, these are some good rolls, boys.
I stand there and kill him.
Yeah, let's go. Tiff is like, all right, well, I guess there's no use in waiting around. As she like takes a parcel of like packaged like probably like salt dried deer meat and stuffs it in her bag.
Yeah, like, Renage has you all gather up in the circle. And as like everyone hold hands.
Yeah.
No. No. Oh.
Then he incants. From eon become instant. Far comes near, hearken unto me, the far off lands, and all who can hear. And then whoop,
Yeah.
whoop.
Susanna's throwing up.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that.
Tiff is used to being teleported at this point. She's like,
Pitiful for his part, looks around like he's completely amazed, and, and then his attention wanders, and he sees a rock and starts and sees a rock that interests him, which he picks up and inspects.
Both of the ciphers are like barely able to stand.
Good, at least I'm not the only one.
Yeah, Receptor's like, every part of my actuator is broken, it feels like.
Because all of you are tall.
Warden's like having to hold out her sphere to balance herself.
Tiff is like looking around like, not bad. Spell was a little long-winded, but I can't really fault you for that.
See what I mean?
She shoots like this giant grin at Renage.
Bards are known for their theatrics.
I suppose so.
Anyway, we're looking for something ancient that could be hiding a bunch of hags.
Would you like me to do some tracking?
Tiff's gonna
Sounds
use
like
her magic eyes as well.
magic eyes. You see
And
this
Pitiful
place is...
takes to the shadows.
Oh, there's so much magic around here, Tiff, because there are all sorts of wards hidden in every tree and every rock. Just all of these wards and
Are
wards
these
and wards.
Fey wards or
Yes, you surmise that these wards are probably what they've been using to keep Titania trapped in her castle.
Let's break them.
I'm going to go, hey, Fayush? I forgot her name for a second.
Yeah, she just poofs out in front of you. He's like, hello, my lovelies.
Take a look around these trees, Fayush.
What? They're wards. We had to do this in order to keep the king caught in her castle.
So these, okay, cool. Well, you want to help us find these hags and then help us fight them?
Oh, I would most certainly love to, my little saplings. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, we'll let her
Yeah.
lead. Yeah.
Pitiful has already gone, it skulked into the shadows and is searching the old-fashioned way.
Tiff is going to, just for posterity's sake, she's going to make sure she has her mage armor on, because she can do that.
Pitiful, give me an intelligence saving throw.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Okay. That's not good.
You are hopeless. You are getting hopelessly lost because this place is lousy with fey illusions.
Does he say something else?
Eh.
Yeah,
Like-
does Pitiful just start bird calling?
Actually,
No.
at this point, you start hearing, "Come over here, shine thing."
Oh no.
There's a
Um,
pile of gold at the edge of the lake.
yeah, well, I failed my saving throw, and shiny things are something that he has to go for. Quiet, stealthily make my way over there.
Oh no.
And I've got a 23 in stealth, so I don't know how anything is seeing me or whatever.
Oh, if something can detect life, it can see right through that stealth check.
Well, that's true, but
Something's
just
tricked
saying.
its illusions.
Infrared vision's a bitch.
If it's like I say, my figuring is that it's possible that most of this is auditory illusions pulling me into some kind of trap. If there is something on the other end of this trap that is a living creature that can't see life as per se, maybe I have a chance, maybe I don't. I don't know.
You just hear,
Mm.
"Come closer. There's more in the water."
Eh,
Where'd it go?
There's just more and more gold leading towards the water's edge.
Oh dear.
It's a mimic.
Sorry.
Roll me a
It's
perception check.
shiny. Okay.
Oh yeah,
let's
these are some of the shiniest coins that ever did shiny.
Ooh, nice
Yeah.
perception.
You do notice that there are a pair of yellow eyes that seem to just be on, like, just the water has them.
That's not good.
Come closer, there's more.
I don't know about all that. I think what Pitiful does instead here is take a long drink, and look back at those yellow eyes. And
Please,
let me see
pour in
something
the
here.
water.
And he somehow got Fireball, cast it into the water.
No.
You're
Yeah,
cast-
I'm
Let's roll for it.
trying to think what was. Oh wow.
Hey, wait, did that bardic magic have to have a or have to roll on the wild magic table? That teleport?
Oh, fuck, I forgot about
Why'd you
that.
have to bring it?
Yeah, this is where Pitiful, because he did see those eyes, this is where Pitiful might actually say something. He actually says, because he's heard it from the Mazu, is we have persimmons!
We have many things here. Just come closer. The water's nice.
Hey, where'd the bird go, guys?
Yeah.
Oh, he's probably around. Yes,
This is the point where Pitiful is going to attack right where those eyes are.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
DM rolls initiative. We see Aboleth.
Yeah. I don't think the aboleth would try and drown us.
Around as much as they want to see you.
Well,
Come closer.
Yeah, you hit at the water and you just hear something go as it slinks away, and you see these like half human, half fish frog things like appear from the water. Not like they were hiding under the water, but they are the water. And they're like, so close! Wretched plaything, so close, yet so far!
yeah. I think Pitiful takes it. He points at them blearily, stumbles a little bit, and takes like what appears to be a shaky stance, prepared for a fight. But of course, you know, he's a drunken master, so it
And that's
looks.
when the rest of you who are walking away, Fayush just like stops and then disappears. And then reappears in front of you, Pitiful, pointing at these things like, mine! My sapling! You can't touch!
Yeah.
And they're like, wretched thing, wanted to play. We'll drown things later.
Yeah.
And they just sink back into the water as Fayush turns around and puts a flower in your feathers. He's like, poor darling, those mean foot tried to drown you.
Pitiful makes that belching sound and stumbles off.
Come
looking,
along.
looking for
Let's go
everybody
back
else.
to the others. Yeah, that was almost bad. Those things have very good grapple, and that's what they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds like that.
It's alright.
Yeah, Fayush leads you back to the party and is like, rule number 1 while we're here around the lock. Don't touch anything. Don't go anywhere near the water. Water is your mortal enemy here.
But I can breathe underwater.
Yeah, but the fourth won't let you go if they get hold of you.
That's fair.
Spirits of the drowned, just like we're spirits. Except we're not trying to drown people.
No,
That's
you
just
just turn them into bushes.
Only when
I shoot her this big cheeky grin.
she does the little angry foot kick thing, and it's like, oh,
She can't lie.
saplings, cold,
She can't lie.
heartless.
Can't lie.
No,
yeah.
she can't.
Yeah. I'm like, all right, so let's try and figure out where these hags are, and let's also try to not drown. Yeah. Maybe if the aboleth is, or I don't know if it's an aboleth. Maybe if the thing in the water is our friend, that's when it's okay to drown because it'll save us. But I don't know. Let's just.
You want me to look for traps?
It's a good idea.
I can do that.
Yeah, roll me a perception with disadvantage.
Is a hag a humanoid or a fae?
Oh, depends on the type. Night hags are fiends.
What's an Anais hag?
An anise hag?
Anise
An
hag.
Anais hag. They're made of licorice.
God damn it! You know that I'm bad at life.
They're a fae.
Uh,
They're a large fae.
Damn. I was like, if they're humanoid, I could track them. But elemental.
Okay, with the disadvantage, you barely manage to see that there's a very obvious trap right in the middle of the road that you guys are following.
I guess I'll shoot it with an arrow.
Yeah, it was just a pitfall trap into some punji sticks.
Ooh, that'll ruin your day.
Now, is there any traps around the trap?
I
No.
feel like that trap's familiar somehow. Like I've seen one of these before.
And where would that be?
That's
you
a good
hear
question.
someone talking behind you.
That's a good question. Wait a minute.
I like flip around on my heel. I'm like, "Hi, who the hell are you?"
And you see, one moment.
Oh no!
Should have used my senses. I would have picked this person up if they were human.
They are humanoid.
The
The ears aren't that long. They are clearly a half-elf of some variety.
well, howdy.
Yeah, I turn around I'm like, hi, I'm Tiff Libre. Nice to meet you.
I know who you are. We've
Mhm.
met.
And where might that have been?
Can I make
It's
a
about this-
perception check?
Yes.
Would you roll history?
I'm gonna make a perception check.
History probably wouldn't work.
Alright, I'll do it.
Yeah,
just
that's
for-
fine. Yeah, who is not in the party right now, but was?
Azul?
Azul and Citadel, that's it.
No,
That's not
Solidol's
what I was
with
hearing.
you.
Yeah.
The Snake
So-
Boy's here, so.
Wait, is this Azul?
Nice to meet you too, Tiff.
I like Tiff is like, Azul? What the fuck are you doing here?
She were dead.
Here to give you a warning to quit poking around where you shouldn't.
You're warning me.
All of y'all.
That's not a real word.
Okay. Warning about what?
That you're messing with the wrong people.
One
The
question.
heck?
Mr. Azul, is that a threat?
Can be.
I'll slowly be reaching for my mark.
I wouldn't
hold
do
out
that.
my hand. Yeah, I hold out my hand. I'm like, I haven't seen you in a long time. Where have you been exactly?
He kind of looks a bit like almost like he starts shifting from leg to leg, like he doesn't want to answer. And that's when you notice more shapes coming out of the forest.
Oh.
Yeah, it's and one of them you do know, it's, oh god, what did I name him?
Wait, was this the demon?
No, it's sorry, Andreath.
Oh, he's a fucking Klapoth, isn't he?
Not a Klapoth, but he was he was the elf that was watching you
Oh, that's
before.
right.
And
I look at him.
Well,
I remember him.
yeah, you also hear a go together.
I like fucking step back and I'm like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Did you come out here? What?
A
What are you doing?
whole party of them comes out with Andreath and Job among them. Job's not looking too good.
Who the hell's Job?
Shield
Big
boy.
cannons.
Shield boy. with
Joe
cannons.
was, yeah, he was the one that fucked Tiff up pretty good.
My bow's out and drawn.
Fucked everyone up pretty
Oh,
good.
Job was the fat boy.
Yeah,
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 Job
Job
was
bit
Big
of
Boy
a-
McCannon Shield.
Yeah.
yeah.
Didn't we
Pitiful
kill
was
you?
already? Yeah.
Tiff readies a spell. She's like fucking like this is not going good, and I'm like, Job, what
Yeah,
the fuck have you?
One
been
of them steps forward, a half orc wearing leathers and metal that, like, the
Mhm.
metal breastplate isn't much a breastplate, more than is it's in the shape of like
Like
a rib cage
Yeah.
with a ratty hood up, and he's like, "And what do you think you could do with that spell?"
I don't know. Do you want to step forward and try it out?
You could try, and you would die. But and then like Azul holds out his hands like, "We're not here to argue."
I remember killing one.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah. I'm like, I still have my spell, and I'm like, then what are you here to do, Azul?
Can someone explain to me what's going on right now?
Honestly, I don't know.
In a second. Tiff's like, Tiff's like, I can explain it succinctly. I think we have a turncoat.
And just so I'll describe the enemies real quick. There's the half orc. There's a human wielding a big great axe and wearing a mix of furs and leathers. There's what appears to be an elf. She's very gangly and sallow looking, pale skin, and is holding a like twisted and broken holy symbol. Let's see, there's Andrieth, who's an elven monk, Job, who's a human oof right now.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like this weird mix of flesh and metal fused together. See those two, the half orc, the other elf, the human. Okay, so there's two more. Sorry, I didn't keep notes.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll say there's a gnome that's just kind of like bouncing around, like can't sit still, and it's just like. And the last one is this hulking dragonborn with a spear and a shield.
I look at Azul and I'm like, what they offer you, huh? They offer you money, power. What they do?
Immortality.
That's
Oh,
not,
that
it's
all?
not going to be a thing pretty soon.
It's not a bad deal, to be honest.
And he like unwraps his arm, and you see that the mother's heart has been shattered, and in its place is this swirling dark spot.
Yeah, so that's what would have happened.
She
Tiff's
would have
like,
let me die there, you know, because I was with you when the weapon fired.
all right, well,
All we gave, all we did, Tiff. For what? It's not like we're gonna win. How do you plan on winning?
Tiff looks at him and is like, I don't know, but I don't think that there's really winning in your situation either.
That's because you don't know everything. Much as you think you do.
Then enlighten us, please.
Your time will come, and you'll learn the truth. If I
So
told you
will
now,
yours.
you'd think I was lying.
Well, are you?
All of us, all of you, same thing.
I mean, we kind of have a fair.
We have a fairy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I look at him and I'm like, you know what? She brought us back. She would have brought you back, but clearly you've decided the wrong path.
Do I have to kill this person now?
We're
No.
just giving you a warning. Stop what you're doing. Go home. Everything will be nice and peaceful.
Ha,
Keep what
you
you're
know, no. You know that that's absolute bullshit. So let me give you some advice. How about you go back, to whatever person you're now the lackey or crony for, and tell them that Tiff Libre says they can shove their hubris up their ass.
Yeah,
And
All
she
I'm
just
saying
gives this
is-
big angry smile of just
Yeah,
like,
they-
yep, I'm
Pitiful.
fucking saying that.
I think
Well,
pitiful
like-
actually. I think pitiful actually punctuates this in what appears to be sort of an affirmation of by stumbling up forward, leaning heavily on his quarterstaff, and going, "I am the fire."
Ah,
Oh, as
Oh.
much as this is a meme, Azul's tattoos begin to glow, and the human with the great axe reaches out and like holds him by the shoulder and is like, "Not what we're here for. Let's go." He's like, "Yeah, they're lucky."
Oh, and remember, that boot that you're licking, it's great until you get your tongue blackened by shoe polish. Bye-bye, Azul.
And your mouth's filled with shit, you
Yeah,
cocksucker.
and then like the big black inky portal opens up with like the howl of doom as they start leaving one by one, the human being the last, and it's just like, just consider it, please.
If you seek justice, if you seek victory, seek out the light. And she just throws up a peace sign.
She
There
just,
always
like,
smiles.
shakes his head like, I tried, and then just steps through the portal.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're telling me I finally get to kick all their asses again?
Tiff,
Yeah, Renage is just like, what was that?
Can someone please explain?
All of them we killed.
no, we didn't kill all of them. We've killed one of them. We fought another one of them back in the caves. And he was directly involved in Jamesh's death. And as for the one who did the most talking, well, let's just say that we have some personal.
Yeah, Celadol looks like absolutely destroyed.
I legitimately walk up to Celeb. Hey, we aren't them. He made his choice. We made ours.
I've still got my bow drawn. It's like, I don't hate many people, but I hate
I
the
mean,
people.
what are we going to do?
Well, what have we done so far? We fought a minor deity. We fought, quote unquote, an ultimate weapon and an army. We'll keep fighting until we don't have to fight anymore, or we can't. Because that is what a hero does.
Aw, you said the word that makes him feel better.
I put a hand on Celadol's shoulder and I'm like, I'm gonna keep a smile on my face.
Right.
Yeah.
Smile better suits a
Someone
hero.
eating something?
Smile.
But
Jump, jump.
yeah. But no, yeah, so we end up or at least Tiff is like, alright, well, that adds a whole lot of layers to things that I definitely didn't want to deal with, but that is what it is. I suppose best we can do is continue on our path, eh?
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Does he know where home base is? Do we have to worry about that?
Yes. And we'll worry about that later.
Shite. Okay, let's go.
Yep.
I'm just saying, if we bring the Fae back with us, we can protect her.
We've already got the Black Guard.
Fae, Blackguard, ultimate combination.
Yeah, Fae, Blackguard, and we'll have the Warforged motherfuckers. We're building up a pretty good army. Plus, we've already got the fighters and the paladins. So, like,
Now you have the fighters,
Oh.
the clerics, and the warlocks.
warlocks. Yeah, and then we'll get the fighters next, probably.
Or the
Or
fighters?
The paladins next, because they relieve some of the watch to make workers. Means we'll have better trained soldiers.
Yeah. Feosha's like shivers. She's like, I've never felt something so. Ugh.
That's what I was thinking, sister.
Anyway, I think that big fuck off hole over there is what we're looking for. And yeah, you turn, you're like, huh, a dugout.
Is there any kind of script around, like magical script marking the territory or runes or anything like that?
There is a magic script on the door, as
Mhm.
well as 4. Actually, hold on. Just a sec. I have a very basic map set up.
Okay.
I didn't have a good picture, and I didn't like put down any tiles or anything.
Your baby.
Right.
Yeah, I am basic. And you guys are out here next to this. There's magic-y script
Okay.
here. And then there's 2 receptacles here that are made of circular dials that as you turn them, you'll see that there's like numbers.
Hmm. All right. Oh yeah, I forgot to ask for Sakura's vote for where we should go next. That's my bad. I didn't mean to skip over you.
But
You always skip over.
You're so quiet though. You understand how I do it. Look at what you made me do by being so quiet, Brian. No, just,
Shh, it's okay.
let's someone want to search for traps ahead of us?
Well, don't ask
There-
the barbarian.
there's no traps leading up to it. That was a trap obviously set up to get your attention earlier.
I was gonna
Mm,
say, yeah, giant F off hole.
yeah.
Poorly hidden too.
Well, let's approach the cave.
Is the language script, or what language is the script, if anyone's recommended?
This is in a very archaic form of common, but how it reads out is
Ye old tablet.
it reads out ye old tower, ye old borts, booze and bitches.
Ha.
'Tis food worth dying for, verily.
Wow.
No, it reads, let me pull up the thing I had. And once do our weeks while away, day turn to night. From sun to moon to stars, again cometh day and night.
What are the numbers on the dials?
Each of them you can turn around and feel like you can push them in separately, but they all go from 1 to 9.
Something tells me that these dials equate to dawn and dusk.
Do you happen to have that written down, James?
Yeah, can you type that for us?
Yeah.
And
Let me type it out here.
Right back.
A pirate's life for me.
A pirate's life.
Pirate is free.
Pirate's life for me. Yeah.
Yar, me matey.
Evil thieves and beggars. Who shall we? I don't even.
Well,
I didn't.
Bill. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
15 men on a dead chest.
Anyway, yes, there are 4 dials, each with numbered 1 through 9.
Okay.
And thus do our weeks while away. Day turns to night. From sun, moon, and stars, again comes the day and night.
Hmm.
Well, don't get it. I like a snake. Snake, do you get it? Snake. I mean, dead-eyed.
I think
Oh, go ahead.
I think Pitiful's just gonna look around. Riddles aren't his area, but apparently neither is. He finds something random interesting that has nothing to do with anything.
You find
Um,
an old real coin. It's not
Huh.
very shiny though, because it's been on the ground for so long.
Well, it's nice playing low intelligence characters.
Yeah.
Could not be like, I don't get it in real life.
Hmm. Tiff's
Yeah.
like,
This could be a prison.
So is it a door or a doorway? You just walk.
It's
through
a door that's locked by that mechanism.
I would attempt to picklock it, but I don't think you want me to.
No, you can't pick this one because it's operated by the 4 dials.
hey, wait, there's 4 dials?
it?
Yes,
Yeah, 1 through 9.
Okay.
4 like
Or-
1 through 9 on each individual one.
So the first one should be 7 because
Yeah.
weeks.
Celadol will walk up and like change them as you see.
Yeah. Day turns to night.
That would be probably 8.
8?
8 p.m.
8 p.m. Yeah, Fayush, what time does the sun rise and go down out?
I
Depends on the time of the year.
Shit.
8 would make sense though. Sun, moon, and stars, so that's 3. And again comes the day and night. I don't know that last one. So
Wouldn't it
what?
just be the same one as the second?
So 7, 8, 3, 8?
Now, do you want me to push them in?
I look at Sakura and I'm like, you're smart, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that that's the answer? Sakura?
Honestly, your guess is as good as mine right now.
Oh. Okay.
Renage is like scratching at his chin.
Oh yeah,
thinking,
Renage exists.
Oh yeah, the bard.
Yeah, I'm like, Renage, does that make sense to you?
Let's see. This thing is
Yeah.
old enough that I don't think it would know what time of year it is.
Hmm.
I don't know if 8's the right number.
Hmm.
It may be, but I don't know.
I'm like, I look at Fayush and I'm like, hey Fayush, you're pretty old, right?
Oh, very old, but you never ask a lady her age, dearie.
Are you actually a lady though?
Hmm?
Are you actually a lady though? Like, I
I could be whatever I want.
That's what I was asking.
My dream-
No.
My dream
what
warned
are,
of.
Yeah. What are your preferred pronouns? You never told us.
We
Fayush,
Fae
Fayush, and Fayush.
just call ourselves they.
Okay.
Also, Fox was
So then, why did you bring gender? You know.
Because it's an expression, you dolt.
Hey. I may be dumb, but I'm not stupid. Okay. And she's like, so, a long, long time ago. How many seasons did you guys have?
Fox was saying.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's
Well, there's always been 4 seasons. Summer, fall, winter, which I hate, and
Mhm.
spring.
Well,
I want to say you're mostly on the right track, though, dearies.
thanks, DM. Like, okay,
Susano might be right.
is it 7? Maybe 7737.
But you already got a 7. That was from the week.
Okay. 7937. I don't know when the sun goes down out here, and I don't know.
Fayush leans over and is like, what do the 2nd line and the 4th line share?
That they're the same number.
How many words?
Son of a bitch.
Wait a minute.
My character's too stupid. My character would know, they're too stupid.
How many words are common between the two? No.
2.
Very good, because there's day and night.
Susanoo got it right though.
Hey, Fayush. Question for you. Why didn't you just solve the puzzle? And Tiff
Because
puts
I
her
thought
hand on
it
her
was
hip.
funny.
Okay, so we're looking at 7.
Seven.
I feel like I'm in high school again. This shit sucks.
7232.
7232. Yeah.
Zelda looks around like, I have no idea what that exchange was all about.
I don't either.
Cat
just
fight.
Just put 7232. Push him in. So that was a. that was a
No,
win.
wait.
Ah. A lightning bolt struck through the door.
Lightning bolt. No. Why won't it let me?
This feels suspicious.
The door is open.
Tiff folds her arms and gets this pouty face. Didn't even need your help anyway, Fayush, and just starts walking in.
Are you some tip? I should.
Inside, this place is much older than anywhere else you've seen. This place actually looks a lot more comfortable to all of you fantasy characters. You walk in and there's cobblestone on the ground. There's this very compact ceiling, since this is a dugout, but it's built into the side of a hill. Over here in these two corners, you see a couple of very abstract statues, kind of almost Art Deco of people. And then towards the back of the room, you see what used to be a big altar for another statue that has clearly been smashed to pieces. And 2 staircases that lead up behind it over here, and then work their way down underneath to a floor below.
I point towards the altar and I go, nothing good ever came of the gods, eh, Pitiful? And I kind of elbow.
Yeah,
Also-
Pitiful would definitely agree with that. Pitiful, nothing good ever came of the gods. But then goes back to studying this not so shiny coin that he is now trying to shine up with the sleeve of his robe.
Oh, can I just? You know what? I'm willing to take wild magic. Can I cast prestidigitation to clean this coin for the boy?
Certainly.
I'm half tempted to cast a light on it too, just
to make it extra shiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, it's almost worth it just to make him happy.
I hold out my hand towards Pitiful. I'm like, coin, please.
He looks at you and looks at the coin and cautiously hands it over to you.
Pitiful, not Pitiful. Tiff makes a big show of it, closes her hand and then does the whole thing where she does the wiggly fingers away from it, and then pa! And well, let's roll on wild magic first.
Fireball spawns in our location.
Okay. Oh, damn it! I thought I was getting a roll. Shit.
No, this is my roll, baby.
Okay, so what bad things happen to the coin? Watch the coin just get covered in grease and not even.
Watch the coin just be turn alive and be like,
It becomes a mimic.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Instant mimic.
I see everything.
So what happened there, James?
Your fingernails and toenails grow to an uncomfortable length.
Yeah.
Until you trim them, your dexterity is reduced by 1 and your speed is reduced by 5, even if you're not wearing shoes.
Hey, you coin at least turn shiny?
Yes.
Okay. I look at my fingernails. I'm like, because I'm wearing gloves. So they'd probably poke through my gloves. I'm like, can you make a pair of those? And like
Yeah.
hand him the coin.
Celadol's just like, ugh.
Yeah, Tiff's like, hey, quick water break, everybody. Take 5. Care of this.
While you guys are here, roll me perception checks involving smell.
I cannot, Mr. Jims.
I will roll for you.
Thank you.
I shall roll in thy stead. Where is it?
I do not know.
I was
Ah,
like, Snake has a blind sight of 10.
No, it just involves smell. If you can smell, you can do it.
Tiff's too busy trimming her nails.
Oh, and by the way, you got
Yeah,
a nat
pitiful.
20.
And Pitiful is way too busy inspecting the suddenly shiny coin.
Yeah,
I made myself gross for that. I hope you're happy.
basically, everybody but Tiff. This place smells disgusting. Like,
I mean,
when you first came in, it kind of had that musty smell. But the closer you get to the back, it smells like sickly sweet. The smell of like rotting plants mixing with sulfur.
maybe like if someone makes mention of it, Tiff probably smells it too.
Yeah, like probably Renage starts walking back there and he's like,
Does it smell bad back there?
it smells worse than the egg pits.
It's really bad.
The egg. Yeah. All right. That makes sense. Well, Tiff is going to.
I live.
So Tiff has like a tobacco pouch. That won't really help.
Oh, and Fox, did you hear that this room smells disgusting?
Disgusting.
It's disgusting!
Which
Smells-
one of you left the rotten plant matter and sulfur open?
Sorry, I
Yes,
forgot to
go
do it
stop.
again.
Yeah, it smells like that smell that plants get when they begin to like putrefy and rot, mixed with sulfur.
Wait a patty flippin', man. My character's too stupid to know what that means, darn it.
It smell bad. Ew.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Hold up.
I have candles, James.
No! No! I would've-
No, fucking hear me out first, Jesus Christ. I want to take some of that wax, kind of roll it around in my fingertips until it's like malleable, and just put it up my nose. That way I only breathe out of my mouth. I
Okay.
can't smell nothing. Is that acceptable?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll think I'll
You
smell
will not have to take any constitution rolls involving, oh god, it smells like ass.
I will offer candle wax to everyone else. Just start like breaking off bricks from my candles, being like, "Hey, probably a good idea. Here, do you want some?"
Fuck you.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, just
Oh,
handing it to
yeah.
everyone.
Yeah,
I like the snakes. Oh, boy.
Yeah, Snake's screwed.
I just had a really stupid idea.
He tastes with his tongue.
GM,
Yes.
I kind of want to put some of the Fey flowers in my...
The Fey flowers what?
Put his tongue.
Put the Fey flowers in my nose.
Like full parade.
Roll me a constitution save.
Oh no.
You are fucking just seeing things.
Yeah!
Ooh.
Someone's tripping.
You're tripping hard because
I
you didn't
regret
get-
no...
Yeah, you're like, I can taste colors in the floor is time.
Wait, this might actually help us here.
Is he like Shaba tripping?
Oh, he shot tripping.
This might actually help Fox not do stupid shit.
how long does it take me to trim my nails?
Oh, not too long.
Yeah, I've got a mess kit, which is described as not only having stuff for mess, but also stuff for personal grooming. So I'm assuming it shouldn't take
Yeah,
10
and
minutes. Max.
Celadol cheekily says, "I could just cut them off, you know."
Celadol,
And like brandishes the thing. And by the way, he still hasn't learned to keep your finger off the trigger.
Yeah, I'm like, Celadol, I don't want to lose a finger. Just saying. Like with a big
Shoots the ceiling.
Oh,
Like,
God, Celadol!
sorry,
What the fuck? That was so loud! Like,
I forget this thing has a trigger.
in the words
It's quite possible that Squeak has never seen a gun fired before.
He just cast fireball or fireball.
Yeah, his
So
sword just went
loud.
very loudly, bang, and now there's bits of the ceiling falling off.
well, they know we're coming now. And she's like kind of fucking like tweaking with her ears.
I don't know. Those are some pretty solid stone walls.
Can you kindly not do that unless you plan killing somebody?
Sorry.
We need to make a switch that you press it and it doesn't make the gun fire. You know, something for safety's sake.
Yeah. Renaj just walks up to it
Interesting idea.
and pushes in something and is like, "There, it had a safety. I told you not to touch it."
What are the rules?
Tiff's
on
like,
guns?
Tiff's like, "What? You cut out there."
Tiff's like, ooh, you're in trouble.
He's got that hung dog expression. Let's just go into the place that smells like ass.
No, it doesn't smell like ass.
It doesn't smell like anything to me right now.
Sound like
Yeah, you're just like,
oh,
you're like, I taste sound.
So, this area and this area are what again?
Which ones? The two on the bottom?
Yeah.
Those are just like really weird Art Deco statues.
Does somebody want to check for traps? Again?
Yes, I do.
Welcome
Oh,
to
they're
Dungeons.
also made of gold.
Wait,
Oh,
the
they are.
statues are?
Yes,
Are they shiny gold or burnished gold?
burnished gold.
Tips like that.
Either way,
Just
either
push
way,
the cloud.
Can I start talking to one of them?
Yeah, you start talking and you're having a really nice conversation about the limitations of conjuration magic. It's like, no, the problem with minor illusion is it's only 5 by 5 by 5.
That's even the voice that Fox.
That's
does.
not even conjuration magic. That's illusory magic.
That's me talking. It's probably creeping them.
Fair
Yeah, and
enough.
like, well, that's the thing. He's so high he doesn't know schools of magic anymore.
Tips is like, you know what? Just okay.
Fayush is like, you shouldn't put anything you pick out there in your nose or anywhere. Just don't. It's infused with our magic.
I have a goblin buddy who would love to get a hand on some of those, but now's not the time or place, you know? Like, but hey,
I wasn't trying to get high. I thought that would be a smart idea.
Yeah. No, I got you. No, I'm like, hey, Fayush, by the way, whenever we get back to town, like our town, maybe you could work out a deal with this guy. His name's Scrump. He's a bit of an obtuse ass, but he's really good at potions. He's special.
Quietly on the wind, you hear.
Wait, so he does what useful?
Oh, he makes really good potions.
And that's useful.
Oh, because they make us not die and give us powers.
Like the ones Fox makes.
Oh, like that thing you were trying to give me that I wasn't interested in. Okay. Then.
Yeah.
Eh.
I mean, if you don't take any of the potions, I'll take your share.
Not a chance, sister.
It's like, all right.
Are we going to go or not?
I thought we were.
Roll
Oh, yeah.
the scope.
Oh yeah.
I thought we were like statues.
Oh yeah. Are the statues steady on their base?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna make a perception check. And give me a thorough description.
Please, boys, to take care of matters first before we stop and stare at the statue.
Okay, these statues, like, here's the thing. There's nothing really important about them.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of look like they start out as 3 curving lines, kind of like, and this is very slapdash, I know,
Mm-hmm.
that wind about together until you get kind of a torso shape with
Is this a Red World statue?
with arms and then a weird head.
Ah, very Art Deco.
Yep. And yes, you can mess with them in your dilapidated state. What do you do to it?
I tried to touch the side of the face.
Feels cold.
Can I cast Fireball?
Why? If you do, you're gonna roll on the magic
I
table.
know, that's why I'm doing
It
Alright.
feels fluffy. Stroke the fluffy.
You go to throw out your firebolt, and your firebolt looks like butterflies and flowers to you.
Ooh.
But you just melted that gold.
Hey, that means it's easier to carry. It's still the same.
Let me roll on the table.
Oh.
Either way, you're fine. Yeah, those two, like, there's those 2 Art Deco statues, and they're just there. They're decorations.
I kind of want to take them though.
Let's go down and take care of any.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's
I'm
do
getting,
the
Cesaro
plot!
is over here
I'm
like,
getting loot eyes. That's.
he's like, should we really be dealing with such?
I would like
We
to
can
closely.
deal with the side quests later.
I'd like to closely examine the altar though. That's been broken.
This altar was dedicated to someone called the Eternal Light. And it says, may he always watch our strides.
I mean, he gives us rides?
Probably.
That's what Fox heard.
He's like, what about rights?
I'm like, I don't think that there's anything too useful up here. Let's go down the stairwell. There's a stairwell, right?
Yes, these 2 things back here are stairwells that wrap around like
Okay.
this towards a staircase that goes down.
Okay.
Would you like me to go first?
Sure.
Because I'm walking sideways down it anyway.
Right.
Yeah, the
Sounds
plants
good.
are, there are like all of these. Actually, no, a second you get like on the stairs, this mushroom thing just goes.
It's my son.
And then it just like shakes before it recoils in on itself.
Is there a mic in it?
No, it was a shrieker.
It's an alarm mushroom.
Yeah. I don't like that.
Oh. Can I stab
before
it?
runs. Well, yeah. If he can stamp it, that's great. If he can't, I'll cast magic missile at it.
Would that be okay, Mr.
Yeah,
James?
I mean, you can hit it real easily. They got an armor class of 5,
Mhm.
and they have, where are their hit points? 13. So yeah, you.
And Pitiful is slinking into the shadows again.
Good idea.
I'll just keep walking forward and I'll think, oh, I just killed my...
Shriekers. When bright light or a creature is within 30 feet of the shrieker, it emits a shriek audible within 300 feet. It
Alright.
continues to shriek until the disturbance moves out of range, and for 1d4 of the shrieker's turns afterwards.
So if they didn't know from the gunshot, they probably know from mushroom. Oh, right. Tiff just like looks at the party and gives them a super sarcastic, really resigned, like
We're fucked.
hooray arm swing.
Feos just kind of shrugs.
Yeah.
It's like,
I
I
can...
told them not to.
You didn't tell me not to.
Yeah, no, I'm like, no, you didn't.
Shut up.
No one stopped me.
Fucking
That's the funny
Feos.
part.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys get down there, and it's like a copy of this room in terms of floor plan, but it's just empty except for, oh god, it's disgusting down here.
What's making the smell? Would I have noticed anything in my dilapidated?
I mean, you can't tell because smells don't exist on this plane of existence anymore.
That's fair. That's fair.
But there are things like rotting carcasses just piled up in a corner. There's
Hey,
like
look.
stuff that's like oozing out of the moss-soaked walls.
What?
look, It's Dave the llama.
Carl.
People.
But yeah,
There's like
What
something
do my-
slick dripping off of this thing on the ceiling.
okay, I can't help but I gotta make an intelligence, a knowledge check of some variety.
Hey, we're underground. My area.
Okay, you could do that too.
Well, I just know we're underground.
It's a smelly poo-poo underground, but yes.
I actually don't. Where are my knowledge? Oh wait, no. The only knowledge I have is arcane.
Yeah, there
Yes,
really
that would work for these.
Okay.
I could light a torch, but I don't know if I could do it in my state.
Yeah, these things are arcane. They seem to be fueled by the magic rot that the hags have been exuding over the area.
Can I light Dave the llama on fire?
Yeah, I mean, you don't think you're lighting him on fire. You think you're presenting a guy just laying there like on a bed sheet. You're just handing him a bouquet of flowers, but to everyone else, she's burning this disgusting, flammable, gross.
You know what? That's actually not a bad idea.
Dave doesn't like it. He's screaming.
Yeah. Tiff is like, that's not a bad idea. I mean, the rot is what's fueling a lot of this stuff around here. And Tiff like gets an idea. She pulls a torch out of her adventurer's pack.
Fireball.
And she will cast Druidcraft to light it on fire. So roll me that table, big boy.
Like holding
Yes.
up a flint and tinder.
Bells. God damn it.
Yeah, you see like the tiniest essence of flame catch the torch, and I just like I hand it to Susano, and I'm like, "You want to be on garbage burning duty?
Okay.
Burn everything in this room. The rest of it's all made of stone." Are there wooden supports in here? Is there explosive lichen on the walls? Are we gonna have a situation where I hit some dead wolves
Susano,
with
roll me a
fire?
con save.
That was so much fun.
What?
Roll me a con save. Because, yeah, you put the flame near this thing that kind of looks like a lotus seed pod, and it just explodes all in your face.
Is it smell kind of thing? Because I have my nose plugged still.
No, it's not smell. It's that this thing just burst right on you.
Okay, I'm fucked.
I guess you could say it pollinated.
No. That naturally was. What did you roll? Natural.
8.
Yeah.
So that's naturally a 12.
So it's a 14.
All right, that's just enough. The 12 is just enough to.
I'm not gonna
You
let you get fucked by
barely-
something I told you.
Yeah, you barely avoided taking a disease.
Tiff like reaches out and yanks my like shirt.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
like, wait, not there.
She,
And it-
Maybe we shouldn't burn everything in these rooms.
just
Okay.
just for the fuck of it, Jim, can I just cast something I've had prepared?
You
Sure.
might collapse the mine next time you do that.
This
You know-
entire place is disease.
Thank you. I was waiting for you to say it. Thank
um.
I ritualed that just for the fuck.
No.
So
Ah.
close.
James,
So close.
no. I could do it again, but that's not.
No, it's cool.
That's not the same.
But
It's a 1 in 4 chance every time. Why don't you just roll a 4?
cause bigger numbers are cooler.
All right, fair enough.
But yeah, you guys continue to go down and then you eventually find a hole in the wall that's been busted down, and it leads into a system of caves
Okay.
that also smell like ass.
Hey, Susano, it's your mom.
What?
Ha.
Because it's
I
home.
didn't catch.
Because it's a cave.
Yeah.
I'm from a cave world.
Yeah.
Didn't he say his
Okay.
cave was a mom or something?
No.
What?
Okay.
Born. I meant to say born. Born. Born
No,
in a cave.
now,
Yeah.
just a warning. This is a very big map. That is fine. Just you don't have to see the whole thing at once.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not too bad.
Yeah, I've seen worse. Are
You
we
guys come
entering- Is this our point of egress?
Yep, you come in right there.
Sweet.
Here, would you mind shift clicking us to the location?
Yeah, I'll just put one of you guys down to represent the party. I'll put Tiff down.
Yay!
Oh,
Um,
that's weird. Okay.
You
Okay,
guys come in,
Okay, go ahead.
and you see this little gross thing, this little, like, black, bald, humanoid thing sitting on a pile of gunk just going,
Hey, look, it's Chester.
and he's just like playing in this icky puddle of goop.
Okay. Give me just one moment here.
He has not noticed you yet.
I'm going to have us. Okay. Okay, boys, and well, it is just boys tonight. Let's see here.
Yes.
IRL boys. I'm
Girls.
metacontextually speaking. I'm a girl
GIRLs,
in-
guys in real life. Yeah, but
There we go. So everybody, remember, respect the dungeon. Very, very important thing. We skipped the first step, so you know what? That's life. But the second step, we can do.
explore
is?
thoroughly, cautiously.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this thing is just sitting there. It's towards the beginning of the room,
Mm-hmm.
like where it starts, where the walls start to open up to the chamber.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, ham in my hamburger.
Can I make an arcane check to identify that thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And
You probably kept them
identify
as
its
pets.
weakness.
Or they were in your sewage system.
Should we
Yeah.
blow it up?
Well, hold on.
That is a boggle.
Okay. What do I know about boggles? Do I have an academic knowledge of boggles? with
You
that
have
21?
academic knowledge on les boggles. Hold
Okay.
on. Let me pull up their thing precisely.
Excellent. That's one of my favorite things to ask. Do I have academic knowledge on this?
Boggles, sometimes referred to as bogeymen or bogies, are trickster fae that delight in japing the
Japing.
beings of the material world. Often thought of as the figments of overactive imaginations, boggles use their dimension warping abilities and ingenuity to disappear from sight, but not without leaving behind some kind of trouble. They are 3 feet tall, humanoid in shape, walk hunched over with their knuckles dragging along the floor, have large ears rested on sides of their bulbous heads. And you know that they are capable of leaving behind inky puddles that can either be slick or sticky, depending on which one they want. And as long as they are near a solid object that they can put their thing down, they can create a dimensional thing for 30 feet
Which
at any
allows
2 points.
So they can dimension how basic.
Yep. Basically, it gives them free 30 feet of movement as a free action.
All right. You know, if a boggle was so determined and they can do that every turn, they could technically just warp in to something and make it die. They would die too, but they could warp into like me, for instance, and we'd both die instantly.
No, you take damage, like force damage and push.
Oh,
In
oh,
fifth
they
edition.
changed that for 0.5.
Yeah.
Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, and then it can't be an occupied square.
Ah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
saying, Boggle comes and Boggle goes, steals your rings and stamps your toes, turn around the compass rose, where it went to no one knows.
Is it singing this?
Yes.
Oh
we-
God.
Do
I
we,
look
do
at
we,
the, yeah, I look at the party. I'm like, what are we? That's a boggle. I say everything that he said, basically. The shorthand version.
They're off their trickster faith, the delight. And like you just
I do the
reinforce
anime
over it.
exposition.
So they're Feyush.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh, no.
Refuge, can you do something about
Yeah, she just floats up to it. What spell does she use on it?
That's a good question.
I can speak in Sylvan, so I can talk to it if we need to.
No, she's gonna use a spell on it.
Okay.
Good.
Da 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 da
banishment?
Yeah, banishment. Jesus.
da. Begone, thought.
I mean, technically, the way you describe them, they are thoughts.
Yeah.
The other,
Yeah.
Wait, because they get what?
The THOUGHT thought.
Huh?
because they were overactive imagination children.
It
No, they're
turns
often
into a
thought
pile
to
of
be.
petals.
It turns into a.
Okay.
I killed it.
I'm proud of you.
I throw out a thumbs up to Fayush, and I'm like, "Good job."
Why is there glitter everywhere?
Yeah. Okay. So the
Yeah,
boggle
but-
was right here. What's over here?
As you start to walk in, let me describe this room.
Please do.
This room, in the center of it is a dugout pit that is full of blood. And there are various beds kind of scattered out around the place, each with a jar at the foot of it.
Mm-hmm.
Jar, you said.
And then
Yes.
this is here.
Does this particular jar have dirt?
It's like a jar that's got a cap on it.
Oh, we can't actually see the side of it.
So we
Yeah,
just pick them
no.
up like Link and throw them around.
I kind of want to pick it up and throw it.
Can I make another check?
Another Arcana check?
Yeah.
Yes.
What are these jars, James?
These are just mundane jars.
With a cap.
However,
on
yeah, the cap
Are
on
they
them is
jar
normal.
jars?
You know what I
It's a
meant.
jar. But no, the thing that's magic in this room is the center pit.
Mm-hmm.
You have heard of red caps before, yes?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a pit where they have been sacrificing humanoids in order to get their blood so that they can keep their caps dipped. Because if they go a couple of days without dipping their caps in humanoid blood, they will
Yeah.
wither and die.
How many beds?
The beds are about the same, about the right size for red caps.
No. How many?
Oh, about 7, 8.
Hey, Tiff,
I can deal with that.
you want me to collapse the ceiling?
No, that's a bad idea. Are red caps known for sleeping in jars or inhabiting jars?
No.
Jar
Oh,
jar?
they probably use those jars to collect blood from the pit.
I mean, why would they do that when the pit's right there?
That's fair. And what are in these jars? I've been insatiably curious.
You
Open
know,
it.
I could use Mage Hand to open one.
That's true. I also could do this. If you
The
want
best way to
mage-
find out what's in a jar is to open one.
Alright.
If you want to open up a jar, the rest of us.
Okay, I'll hold one out 30 feet away from me using my Mage. Does anything happen?
Did you actually
Does-
roll, mage?
I was gonna
hand?
say, does he have to roll for wild magic?
Yeah, I'll roll
yeah.
1d4.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, you don't have to roll mage hands, or you don't have to roll mage hand. It's just a spell.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
But,
I was asking for the wild.
Yeah.
You open it up, and a whole bunch of spiders and tiny lizards skitter around.
Oh, is there food?
Oh, I'll drop it into the fucking.
Yeah, you just killed a bunch of spiders and lizards.
God, fuck.
Oh.
Also, they were
Uh,
covered in mushrooms.
Yeah, it's a good thing I did that.
Oh.
The spiders and lizards, I mean.
It's also a good thing I used Mage Hand. Those will probably infect you.
All right. If you could use your mage hand to put the rest of those jars in, that would be.
Sure.
exact-
I'll throw the candy jars in the pit filled with cotton candy.
Oh
You've
yeah,
got
and
pyrovision today.
yeah, you have pyrovision. So just imagine everything you do is pyrovision.
Tra la 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 la. Like in
But,
the background.
So yeah, what's everyone doing now?
I'm
Staring
keeping an
wildly.
eye out for fucking red caps. Those things are nasty.
Hey,
haven't
I know I'm
seen any
bugging you about
red-
that. Are red caps fey or humanoid?
They're fake.
They're fair.
Yeah, you haven't seen any redcaps, but you have seen some more boggles, or at least you've heard them skittering around inside the walls.
Tiff's
Saying
like,
such things as boggle.
I'm
yeah,
pretty sure.
Tiff is like, I've never been in such an active place that's so clearly an adventure.
Aren't red caps in every single history's folklore?
Every world in the material world in D&D is connected to the Feywilds.
Yeah.
So everyone knows about the Fey.
I should use my special ability that I have.
Don't you have abilities just for this, Suzanne?
Well,
Humanoids.
yeah, I can detect humanoids and elementals.
But not fake.
Right.
No.
But it could be useful if there's one around, so I'll just use it.
Yeah,
Oh,
the boggles are not bothering you right now. They're
Well,
kind
my-
of scared of you.
my eyes classify at this point as constantly casting detect magic. So,
You
Yeah.
detect
and I can
a
see through magical darkness.
sigil over here, a rune on the ground.
Okay, what school of magic is that sigil?
Real quick, let me look it up.
Okay. Because
What school
I
is it?
don't get to know the exact thing that it is. I just get
It's
to
an
know what-
abjuration.
abjuration. So it's probably gonna blow up and hurt us with something.
So it's
That would
warded.
be evocation, wouldn't it?
Evocation
right.
is explosion, abjuration is
It's the big no.
Oh yeah, abjuration is the
Protection.
warding and stopping. So that's probably actually gonna like stop one of us in our tracks, or maybe set off an alarm. Well, alarm
Think-
would be illusion.
Do I,
No, if I'm not mistaken, no, that's an alarm spell.
Do I detect any humanoids or elementals within this cavern?
Mm.
Any
I'm going to-
humanoids?
Yeah, humanoids or elementals.
Let me see if these are humanoid.
Good question.
That's a
Spend minute
giant.
concentration. Hold up.
Yeah.
Go back.
Giant kin,
Oh.
not an actual giant.
Unless it counts as a giant specifically, I think it would be human.
Well, it's called large giant is its designation.
So yeah, it's of the giant subtype.
Yeah, it's giant.
Yeah, so I don't know. Are giants different enough that he wouldn't be able to find them?
They'd have to specifically be classed.
Yeah.
I-
I found a footstep, but it's way bigger than a human, so it's
Oh,
probably
well,
nothing.
This is more of like a magical.
Yeah, I
presence
get
thing.
you.
Yeah, no, you can't find anything. There are no elementals or humanoids.
Good.
Okay,
My
well,
favorite enemies use.
I point at the area where that sigil is. Let's stay away from that patch of ground in particular.
What?
It's magic.
Where else are you guys going to go through this magical dungeon of fuck?
I mean, do we want to go for the gusto and because we're pretty early in the thing, so we can mark things where they are? Also, is the rune right? Like, that's the rune?
No, the rune is over here.
Oh, okay.
What's behind the room?
I was gonna say if they're
Looks
some
like
sort of protection spell, they're protecting something.
Yeah.
It looks to be that they're protecting weapon racks.
Ooh.
I could probably just reach through the abjuration spell.
It might be like a
Because I still technically have mage hand up.
true, but Mage Hand can still trip wards and sigils and runes. What if? I mean, I could dispel it, but do I want to use one of my level 3 spells or level 2 spells? Well, actually, hold on. I think I can ritual.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, to spell magic ritual.
That's 10
Yes.
minutes of sitting around.
I can, yeah, I mean, I can spend 10 minutes sitting around dispelling magic if you guys go.
I don't.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
mean,
have a problem with it.
all you guys are really noticing is there's a lot of boggles.
Yeah,
I've-
I mean, if they've noticed us already, you know.
Yeah, like one comes out, it starts eating some of the flowers that the other one turned into. Sees you all and is like,
I say in
runs away.
Sylvan, hold on. Before he runs away, I say in Sylvan, hey, are you cool?
You're not supposed to be here. We're gonna tell ladies.
You're a dick. Alright, well, I'm gonna spend 10 minutes dispelling this magic. In for a penny, in for a pound, eh, boys?
Poof, the
Mhm.
magic disappears.
Hooray, does anything happen over that 10 minutes?
You do hear a voice coming from nowhere and everywhere.
They've come, sisters.
Yeah.
Hurry now. Whatever for?
We're here for some fucking cookies.
What's... Alright, what's in the weapon racks?
You find 8 cleavers.
That wasn't worth it.
Yeah, but there still could possibly be magic on
Toss
it.
them in cloud storage.
Yeah, are they magic cleavers?
They are magic cleavers.
Hey, we can give them to
I'm
a chef.
gonna add that to
Yeah, see?
8 magic cleavers. What kind of magic?
They're enchanted to never dull and never break.
Yep, perfect for chef.
Perfect for cutting people.
Basically,
I mean,
they're
cutting
ever
things.
sharp.
You're not wrong, Cyrus.
I mean, they are bloody, so
5 dead red cows.
Well, those go into storage. Anyone can pull one out of cloud storage if you like. I don't really need it right now.
But-
Yeah. Okay, so let me mark this area here. I'm gonna put red X's for areas we've. Cool. All right, so what's over here?
That way?
Did you walk there or did you check there?
Check there.
Roll me a perception.
All right.
Who would you like? Wait, sight or smell base?
We don't have. I don't think I
Sight.
could make a smell-based perception check.
I have
No.
advantage on those ones.
Yeah, there's a tripwire stretched across.
Hey,
Well-
I'm gonna notice it too. We got the same thing.
Hey, you want me to trigger?
What does the tripwire look like it's leading?
It leads up into the ceiling.
Probably a rockfall trap.
So don't trigger it.
Yeah, let's just step over it.
I'll let everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walk up to it. Stare at it for a second.
Trip
Stare
it.
at Snake.
Don't do it.
Stare
Don't
at-
do it.
Oh, what you guys?
The snake can't go over it.
Yeah. So
You
what's
want me to?
back-
We can pick Snake up.
The red
Yeah.
line here actually marks where there is a gate door made of some rusty metal.
And then
It-
this would be like the tripwire.
No, the tripwire is here.
Oh, here. Okay.
So
So
over
there's
here, behind the gate, you see some very terrified, malnourished, and mistreated prisoners.
Oh yeah, we definitely gotta save them. Hold on.
Okay.
Are they humanoid?
They are humans.
Then there are humans.
Ha!
Fuck me, I forgot. I'm sorry. I
Oh,
didn't
wait,
want to
no, they
reveal
are
all of my secrets.
No, you're fine. If they're actually humans and I detect, I actually didn't detect humanoid. Shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're good.
So do we need
How
to trigger
dare
it now?
James?
No, they just seem to be behind the gate. They're fucking scared. They see you and they like cower back into their cell.
What is Is
Small-
the gate magic?
Small cupcakes, come back.
It doesn't appear to be magic, but it seems to be reinforced and locked.
I can have fun with that.
Yeah, I look at everyone in the party and I'm like, that seems like something we should take care of.
Now, here's the question. We'd be having a bunch of stragglers walk around with us. Should we just leave them there till we're done?
We can open the portal.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if y'all want me to try and pick the lock, I mean, pick the giant ice cream.
I mean, I'd be down with that.
Celadol, being a brave adventure boy, steps forward and fucking cleaves through through the hinges.
Nice, my
He's like,
boy.
Yeah.
I mean, that works too.
Yeah, well, you guys are like debating. He's just like, make way for a hero.
Tiff, like,
Yeah, it makes
And then-
sense. That totally makes sense for him to do. So
yeah.
And then he gets fucking shot.
Yeah. Tiff walks forward towards the prisoners, like very slowly, like very calmly. He's like, "Hey, we're here to help." And then she repeats it in like, I don't know. She'd probably repeat it in like, are these all just humans?
Yeah.
No, I just say it in common.
Yeah, they're
"We're
like-
here to help."
More illusions.
Tiff is like, "I promise. I'm not actually. Let me make a persuasion check. This is what I'm built for." Ha
You know,
ha!
Renage is going to help you, despite the fact they're probably scared of him because he's a snake.
You know what? I don't like that roll personally. So,
Well, he
I'm
gave you
gonna-
an extra 2.
is that enough to convince them I'm not an illusion? Because if not,
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm like, no. We were sent by the village. We are here to help.
Help?
Yes. And like, I'm just gonna open up the portal and be like, no time to explain. Come through here. You'll be safe. I promise.
Old one, thank you.
Do they hop through the portal?
Yeah, they scraggle their way. Some of them have to be like carried out by the healthier.
Yay! I'm very happy.
And in the other way, you go and you find a kitchen of sorts.
Okay.
This is a big room and a big kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And in the back, you have no idea how he hasn't heard you.
Mm-hmm.
Working at a big old cutting table is an ogre with a chef hat. Who's just like,
Alright. We need to kill this thing, probably. It's probably not friendly.
What? Wait, what?
I think
You know,
the ogre.
You know, we could try and talk.
we could, but that incurs the risk. That incurs the risk of us not getting the drop. But then again, Tiff would want to talk to
And he's like,
Can I tell what language it's humming around in?
giant.
Fuck.
I don't think a single person here speaks giant.
Remember, all of you with the Mother's Blessing can
Oh.
speak every language.
Okay, then I'll
You just
say
have
in
to take
giant-
extra time, and you can't persuade them of things.
Translate
Oh.
for me.
Yeah, I'll speak in giant. Hello, friend. How are you doing? Hello. Yeah.
you?
Hi, I'm Tiff Libre. Pleasure to meet you. What's your name? And I like.
He scratches at his giant ass, sniffs his hand. Talk. Why food talking?
We can
I'm like, we're not food. We're people.
People is food.
All right, guys, kill it. I say in common.
Wait, you want me to hit the giant talking carrot?
Yes, yes, please. Let's fuck this thing up. Food is people.
Yeah,
Pitiful actually has this one covered because he's already behind the oak and knocks the cap off of his head and disengages, causing a distraction. Do I need to roll a deceit or anything?
No.
It's like he turns around and there's this fucking bird says Kinku standing there for a second that stumbles and he can't and he immediately takes.
Jesus, man. Wow, we're just fucking going down. No,
We're just like, fuck you. I'm gonna guess he's probably dead.
Peeking around the corner, like, what will they do?
yeah, you just hear like.
I'm gonna take a well shot in the dark and guess he might be dead.
Yeah, like fucking sell it. Like you run up, you smack him on the foot with your hammer. He's like, ah! And then sell it all like slashes him across the gut. Fucking pitiful. Unleashes a flurry of blows on his back. Fucking Warden runs up and jams her spear through his chest, while Perceptor grabs him by the arm and uses shocking grasp.
And then fucking Squeak lashes the shit out of him.
Yeah,
Great axe.
Squeak gets the kill as she buries
You're
her
not
axe into
evil.
his head, and he's like, ah!
Yeah.
Hey, we tried talking to it. We tried being peaceful. That's not our fault.
Oh man. Yeah, we fucking what's in this kitchen that's not missing?
It's all mystery.
Ah shit.
There's a lot of salt, though.
I'll take the salt.
Salt's
and
fine.
they've also got a lot of, like wood that they use to stoke the kitchen fire. It's real
Let's-
smoky in here. That's probably why he was so dumb.
Is there any charcoal?
Yeah, there's charcoal.
I'm gonna take the shower.
Let's throw everything that doesn't end up in our personal cloud storage so we have supplies for our folks at home.
I'll take a hand.
Tiff's gonna turn around, start walking, and as like she walks by Susanna, we killed an ogre, and then like keeps walking.
Okay.
You could lift Snake over that trip. What? All right.
No, Snake's a little bit too big for that. I
Yeah.
have to like lift, let him move, lift.
Yeah.
Lift. Yeah.
Would you
Solidol's
like
just-
help?
No, we're just
Solidol's walking out, like wiping his gun blade against the ground. He's like, that was messy.
What's what's down here?
That's where you guys were.
No, we were up here.
No, this was the prisoners.
Yeah.
This was the
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. So
Prison
we
That's
kitchen.
why I could kind of see down. What are they? Oh,
Yeah, that. Well, you heard. "Ah!"
yeah, we saved some people and killed an ogre. And I'm gonna boop.
And he was
people are
only
detected.
he was only carrying like hide armor, and he was carrying a cleaver.
Yeah. I don't is it one of those magic cleavers?
Yep.
No? Okay. Does someone want to throw hide armor magic cleaver?
This is ogre side.
Yeah, it's
so it
large.
would be large. Yeah. so
It's leather. That shit can be broken down and made into a million.
Yeah, but what
Yeah.
kind of leather?
It's just animal hides.
Okay,
crudely
so it's not
stitched
human
together.
If it's you, okay, I'm gonna be honest here, James. I'd recognize if it was.
Yes.
This
Alright.
point, I probably would.
All right, cool. So we've gotten all of that sorted there. So I guess the next natural progression would be, yeah, we're getting through this.
We might
dungeon
actually
pretty-
get to them.
No.
Oh, we've got too much area to explore, and I want to explore it.
All right. As you start making your way up there, you notice that. Hold on. Let me get my free hand.
Are the boggles following?
The what?
That's a
The
very
boggles
good
are
question.
watching you like carefully. There's there's a rickety old bridge over a small watery pit, and at the
Okay.
end is another boggle with a little bell around his neck.
Oh no. I know what this is.
Somebody shoot that boggle with an arrow.
You want me?
Who is it
Susanna?
that got a badass bow recently?
Yeah, Susanna, you want to shoot that boggle with an
Yeah, he's just sitting there. Barco. There's like a fly going around. He's like,
Technically, I'm at advantage on first attack against a creature that hasn't.
And it has.
Yeah.
yeah, it doesn't know you guys are there.
Okay.
You hit him.
That's 12 damage. Yeah.
But as he falls down, there's just a little bit of a
Oh no.
nothing
Now-
happened.
Now, James, you know. You know.
We've all seen this video.
I don't want to metagame it. So, Tiff's just going to be like, alright, let's walk across the bridge.
I will walk on the sea.
I like to.
Actually,
I
that's not a
genuinely
bad-
have no
I'm-
clue what's
Yeah,
I'm going
walking
to
on the
cast
ceiling
Spider
is a
Climb.
smart idea,
I'm
actually.
going to cast Spider Climb on myself.
It
Rich
counts
will
as
cast
difficult
it.
terrain, but you're not in combat right now.
How far of a gap is it?
20 feet.
Like,
Hey, in athletics could still jump you over.
I looked at Snake.
Oh,
I looked at the bridge.
You know what? I'm gonna shoot a piece of rope to the other side. And
How
I'm gonna let.
deep is it? Like how deep down to the water?
Oh, it's about 10 feet.
Oh,
Well, don't trust that.
yeah, I wouldn't either.
what's the water look like?
Did you fall in, Jesta? Did Pitiful fall in?
Looks
Actually,
like
you know
James
what? I
fell in.
just was looking at my shit. You know
Okay.
what? I can actually I can just run alongside the wall as long as I begin and end my turn on the ground. I can run along vertical surfaces and shit. So that's probably what I'll do.
Celadon made it.
I can easily help you guys get Snake across just by shooting a rope.
I was just gonna say,
Naj made it.
Are you
Snake
gonna
was-
want an athletics or
Acrobatics would be like jumping over. Athletics would be like doing a stop jump. Either or,
Acrobatic-
basically.
acrobatics it is?
Hey,
You're an acrobatic dwarf, that's for sure.
nice jump.
You dare
It's
call
a
me a
gnome.
dwarf.
It's a gnome.
Oh wait, no.
Snake's character.
It's a
Scepter
good
made
fucking
it.
flame.
Sakura just sprouts wings and flies.
Sakura just cheats.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot that Brian.
You.
And then, yeah, everyone made it.
Well, I saw it.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I did
no way
have to
that
spend a
bridge
key
survived.
point for that.
If who's going across the bridge?
It was me,
Oh no.
and Snake.
How much does the snake weigh if he goes across the bridge?
300 pounds.
He would span half the bridge, so his weight would be spread out pretty far.
That is true. But what
And he's a
is
lot
his-
less than us, so
So 50 pounds at max, probably.
I'm trying to see. I think he gets advantage. I'm not sure.
Well,
He's
if
a
he's
plus
spread
9
out that
acrobat.
far, as long as he moves carefully, sure, it'll be a rickety, slow going, but he would probably get to the edge of it, or the end of it, by the time everyone else had taken their turns jumping over.
Me and him are just like crossing normally.
Out of curiosity, can I drop a
Really
tiny
good
rock in
snake.
the?
Yes,
What happens?
a blute tries to eat the rock,
Haha! I was right. There is something in the.
or bullet, or, yeah, not blute. Not a boggle, a bullet.
We need to get the fuck out of here, right?
It stays in its moat.
Okay, good. Good. Stay away
Yeah.
from me.
You guys...
I will admit those things make great armor, but they're
guys are now on the other side of the bridge.
Do we see anything?
Over here, you see a red cap sleeping on a stool right about here, next to a big old bell on a string. He's like,
Should I go in for the silent kill or do you?
I cut the string. And then kill it.
I can actually probably do that. I can actually, yeah, that's something my specific Mage Hand Letterman is designed to do. I would like to, my Mage Hand, which is still technically up for an entire hour, I would like to rip the bell, like the actual inside of the bell, and then just rip it.
roll me an Arcana check before you do that.
Oh, okay. You know how stupid I am.
Yes. Yeah, you didn't realize. Tiff, you probably knew that there was something magical in the room, but couldn't tell what. Nothing seems to happen though, but it doesn't break.
Well, if the bell doesn't, well, if the bell,
I totally saw that.
I hath returned!
well, if the bell doesn't break, I'll gently. Well, here's the thing: it doesn't make any noise because I'm holding the clapper, so I'll just gently.
Okay, so what just happened?
Basically, he pulled on a bell he shouldn't. It's magic, and nothing seemed to happen.
R.I.P.
Let's see.
Well, I was gonna say.
Oof.
Wait, what are we throwing a boomerang?
Fox could,
Sleeping.
Yeah, someone's sleeping.
Red cap?
Sleeping red cap.
I was gonna say Fox could just stab it. If it's
I mean-
stupid, you get a critical.
Mm-hmm.
I could, but
Yeah, you hit him. I'm gonna say he was flat-footed.
how much magic are you pumping into it, though?
Fluff.
How many?
Jesus Christ.
This guy's probably dead. Watch his freaking headaches.
How many?
So much.
He never rolled.
He's probably rolling it now.
I'm just saying overkill.
Watch your red cap turn into a
That
red
is
cap.
overkill.
It's a red cap. They are surprisingly strong.
Mm.
Yes, they are.
So you did 45. You did over half its HP, but it's like.
Tiff is going to cast. Hold on, I gotta look at my spell sheet to make sure I got a thing for this.
I think
didn't know if-
Refuge has a spell for this actually.
Does he have Cone of Silence?
He has calm emotions, and he has where is it?
Oh, you're not within 5 feet. If you're within 5 feet of a sleeping creature, you get an automatic that you do a bonus.
Hold on, let me find where it is. It's basically in thrall. That's what it is.
Hmm.
Does he use?
You know
Yeah.
what? Let's
He totally does the like Jungle Book thing where you see like his eyes staring at the red caps, and he's like weaving his hands together.
Do you want me to slit its throat?
No, hold on. He has to actually cast the spell first. The red cap gets a save.
Oh yeah. That's... Wait, isn't Enthrall like a 7th level?
No, it's a 2nd level spell.
Oh, I'm thinking of something.
He failed though. Uh,
Doesn't this man have to have wild magic?
yes.
I live
Fine.
for the challenge. Let's see.
What the hell? It doesn't even tell me what happened.
Say what?
Fucking the thing I was using to find it didn't tell me what Enthrall does when it succeeds.
Yeah.
You weave a distracting string of words, causing creatures of your choice that you can see within range and carry make a save. Any creature can't be charmed. Oh, yeah, it's like, huh? And let me roll a stealth check for, because now it can't see anyone but Renage. So as long as he's stealthing well.
Oh, it basically makes it so he can only see.
Yeah, and I'm gonna.
Do you want Tiff to feed you?
Oh, he'll still see him.
I don't think so. We want to go through this dungeon as long as we can without getting full-on notice by done. So I am going to actually give him. Oh, my ding dang rolls are far enough on the screen. I should have wrote these down.
They were all really high.
So I had, no, they were all above 10. 7, and a 19, if I remember correctly. So I'll give him a natural 14 on that stealth.
Alright. He's like,
Yeah. 12, 14, which you've now used. 15 to 17.
15.
it starts looking around real paranoid. I mean, it doesn't know anyone's there and it can't see anyone.
Excellent idea.
Do I do it?
Yeah.
They just said yes.
Well, if it can't see me.
Yeah.
I mean, it can't see you. Your time is you missed. Oh, do you get advantage when you do that?
Yeah.
20.
So 20 extra damage on top, but it's still alive.
And I am going to cast.
Tell you what, why don't I throw something in?
No, it's fine. I think Susanna's got it, guys. guys, I think Susanna's got it.
Tiff just points forward and goes, "All right, same thing as last time."
You get double damage, Susanna. Oh. That's still alive. One of your quarterstaffs in the unarmed hit.
Whoa!
I think it's.
Yeah, it's dead. You killed it. You killed it.
I thought it was dead.
Tiff's like, well,
you get the
many
kill
beds were
though.
there
Pitiful.
I like to imagine a snake rises up behind. Pitiful just cracks its head open. And snake just slows back down. Like, oh.
How many beds were there again?
7.
7 fucking sleepy dwarves.
Sorry.
3 hags and the 7.
Clever boys.
Has anything on him, or is it just a?
He had a blow gun and 5 darts.
Or no, grumpy.
I guess I'll just take the dart.
He also had a pike.
Small pike?
I don't think anyone can use a pike.
He's a
You
medium.
just throw it in the storage.
Red caps are medium.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, throw that in storage.
Grumpy. Oh, it's gonna be a happy red cat.
Just so happy. There's blood on me hat.
It's gonna be a dopey one.
Yeah.
Sneezy one. A bad
Kill Sleepy. But yeah. So
Do you look at that bell? The magic bell.
I magically look at the bell. I don't touch
That
it.
bell was charmed to be an alarm spell, and he pulled on it.
Okay. Cool. That's
No.
what I figured.
Yeah, even if you were using your mage hand, if you touch it, it goes off. But it's a silent alarm.
That is exactly what I.
So back across the bridge.
Nope. We're here.
I mean, the hags knew you were there already, because
Yeah.
the boggles have been telling on you.
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck these bogs. I'm gonna say it. I don't feel bad that I'm not sorry that boggles are fake, correct?
Yes.
Well, next time I see one, I've got a fun little trick for that little bitch.
Is it sticking Fayush on them?
Oh,
You know,
Because she already murdered one.
isn't Fayush still with us?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's staying behind because she really doesn't want to be here, because all
Yeah.
this hag magic is really not... I mean, she's straight up not having a good time.
Not
Yeah.
my forte.
Okay.
Like she looks
so-
like she's getting sick being here.
So I suppose that the only thing to do now is to keep moving forward to this little area, because we checked this area out, right?
Yes.
That's where the red cap was, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, well, now let's go over here.
Oh boy. I'm actually going to have everyone put their character sheets out.
Could I have rolled?
My whole sheet. Alright.
No, just your characters.
Yeah.
But, no, because they were expecting you to come and
Mhm.
set up an ambush.
Yeah, that's what I figured. That's... Yeah, please get in front of me. I'm the spellcaster.
Oh, why did I do that?
Ah,
Little
soccer
did they know
coffee.
there's this fucking many of you.
Yeah, right? Ah, stop getting on top of me.
Ooh, ooh.
Are
Hey,
you not a bot?
Sakura.
What was that about only being 7 of us?
One.
Motherfucker,
Motherfucker, goddamn Sakura. Ryan, you motherfucker.
Squeak.
There's
Love
11
ya.
of us.
There's 7 players.
Yeah.
There's 12 of us if you count Feuge.
Uh-huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, actually, I have to get her picture.
Holy
Come
shit,
on.
we've got... We're just so cramped in here. What's our
I think
marching
we're-
order?
we're
Did we
actually-
even have time to set up a marching order?
Probably
So-
not.
I think we're a lot smaller than these images. 'Cause if you look at the tiles,
No, the tiles aren't what they.
The
Hey,
tiles
just
got
go-
to be
just-
seen.
Just go off of what the game said.
Yeah.
It's not exact, I know.
Yeah.
Say these two are over.
okay.
Yes.
I thought they were in there.
Tiff's probably bringing up the... Because someone strong should bring up...
Oh, it's a soccer.
Just realized you don't have a ranged weapon.
Susanna's got a range weapon.
The
Oh.
the dwarf or the
The gnome does
Oh,
not have a
Squeak
ranged
doesn't have a
weapon.
ranged-
I mean, we have weapons we can get.
That's not the point.
Like,
Like, literally, she's good at hitting things with an axe.
that's fair. we should
Why
have
would
her
I
more
use a...
often.
That doesn't make any...
Hey, look, it's the Hulk, guys.
You're there to make sure that if anyone tries to sneak up behind us, they get a face hammer.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think anyone's gonna try and sneak up behind us, though.
That's
so-
the point.
Switch me spots. Hot swap me. Well, then maybe go there.
yeah.
Yeah, such a stuff. Perfect.
I-
Oh god, spider.
I'm the one trying to keep Tiff safe, so it makes sense I'm right there.
Okay. However,
Oh, I can talk to the spider. Hey,
yeah, I can limitedly talk to the spiders. Animals
not.
understand.
This
so-
must be fun to set up, James.
Wait till he rolls initiative for
Oh, that's gonna be great.
Hold on.
Sakura, I see you there. I'm just gonna. I'll let you step off on your own time.
No, she's trying to
We
get two
can
halflings
technically
in a
occupy
trench
the
coat.
same space together.
That's fair.
It's two halflings in a trench coat.
Yeah, we're 2 halflings in a show right now. You need a third. I
You've
suppose
got
we
a
can take it
gnome.
down. Yeah, you can be our feet, and
No.
then torso, and I'll be the head.
No, just get on top of Snake.
Yeah, get on top of Snake. Not
I'm gonna just have to get a goblin to be the red cap.
Oh, good.
I mean, they are a subspecies of goblin, if I'm not mistaken.
No, they're fey.
They're yeah.
Yeah, weren't goblins original?
No, goblins are.
They're their own thing, I
Yeah,
think.
they're like a natural.
They're goblinoid.
They're goblins. Which
Alright,
goblins,
so-
goblins were made by the god.
Actually,
goblins in
Goblins in
normal.
5e are pretty sure. Let me-
Yeah, there are no goblins here. There are 2 trolls blocking the front. This way is blocked by 2
Yeah,
ogres.
humanoid slash.
Over here is a red cap beast master with 2 wolves and 2 giant spiders.
Oh no, it's the scooter.
Can I get more? If he can have 4, can I have?
No.
Argue this from now on.
So you can summon a fuck ton of animals right now.
They're not attacking you right now, but they do have you surrounded. Come out with your hands up. We have you surrounded, at
No,
least from this side.
Tiff is gonna say.
Welcome to the snake pit.
we're not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in
Yeah.
here with.
Tiff
Yeah,
is going to say.
The red cap looks a little surprised that there's this many of you.
Yeah, Tiff is going to say from the back. Hi everybody, I'm Tiff Talibre. I'd suggest leaving if you don't want to have a bad time. And I'm gonna roll a fucking intimidate. Let's see. Oh, why am I looking
You
at my
want to
spells
have
for
bad
intimidate?
Tom?
Let's see here. And you know what? I'm just gonna say that intimidate was a nat. I used my 15, didn't I?
No, you just
No, you used your.
Then that's a nat 15, bringing it up to a 19 total. Tremble. In fear
Tremble.
to Libre, the sweetest of cinnamon buns.
Fear the small ones.
Oh,
Ah!
I didn't mean to take you in.
No!
They drag.
Are they all running? Holy shit, they're all running!
Oh yeah. I look at everybody. I'm just wow. That fucking worked.
What about the basement?
He left too. He left because he saw everyone else leave. Oh, by the way, they weren't looking at you, Tiff. They were looking at Fayush.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're like, fairies!
Yeah.
Well, there's only two ways to go. Which way do you want to go?
Let's chase down that Beastmaster, I suppose? Because that leads to a dead end, so we want to clear that first, right? Somebody grab a perception to make sure we don't step on traps.
Yes.
And I'm
Use my.
going stealth.
I use my. 21.
Yeah, there's traps here. There's a deadfall trap right in the middle of this room. There's another tripwire over here.
Ah!
Do you want me to trigger them or do you want me to leave them?
Trigger the.
I can do it.
This trap is linked up to this, just like the last one.
Well, we can go over that.
Deadfall and then a tripwire right there.
Uh-huh.
Trigger the. We want to get rid of the tripwire because we want Susano in this fight. We want to just stack the odds as high as we can.
I'm gonna roll something real quick to see if either of them would come up with this and be smart boys. Fortunately, Celadol has a -1 to wisdom.
Good job. Good job. I love them.
You rolled a 1!
16.
And a natural!
Oh my god.
Man.
Renage is just like, duh.
Yeah, Renage is like, oh, I think I read a book about this once. Was it about?
All right, Warden figured it out. She's like, perhaps it would behoove us to activate or to trip the tripwire. If it leads up to the ceiling, perhaps it will crush and kill the red cat.
Yeah.
So do it now? Okay, I do it.
Everyone roll a dex.
With my mage hand, obviously.
Rocks fall, everything here is dead.
What if there was treasure back there,
It's
though?
okay, don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Your Foxy boys got you covered. I'll pay you later.
That's fine. I don't mind. So this whole area is inaccessible to us now, right?
Yes, you
What
can't
was
go
the-
over there.
What was that about not finishing this?
Yeah, right. Let's see here. So
It is 11:30. Do we want to keep going for a little bit longer?
let's
Um,
cap it off here because I think
Yeah.
we'll probably get sorted next.
I was gonna say I do kind of have to be up in
Yeah.
4 hours.
Yeah.
Damn it. I wanted to kill.
All right.
Oh well.
My character was
Um,
special.
So we're gonna wrap things up. Let's start with actually no, let's start with you, Gunner, since you need to get going.
Hi guys, my name's Sarah Smith. Let's see. Well, we got to kill something today, that's great. That's like the one thing that Squeak has left. And yes. Oh, look, I just gotten a notification. I leave in 4 hours to go to Washington D.C. for 3.5 months. So that's where I'll be. My attendance schedule, I hope, will not be affected, but different time zone, different location, you never know. Just taking it a day at a time, but things will be back to normal before you know it. Outside of this, you can catch me playing, let's see, A Spark of Fate and Legacy of Stramdex. And you can also find me, I believe, this Friday evening, I want to say 11:30 with Jesta, doing a Starfinder one shot. So that
Actually, we're gonna do that one off stream because
okay.
that was the one we were gonna do off stream, and then we'll see where.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, disregard all that. Anyways, go right ahead.
All right, let us move on to Doc.
Oh, hey, hello. I'm the Fox. I play Fox here on the Realms of Refuge, and we are this Saturday. We game for Saturday?
Yeah, are we doing it this Saturday?
Yeah. Spark of Fate is.
Yeah, Spark. I'd be playing. I guess now a drugged out. I guess I'm a druggie everywhere.
You know, this is the curse of this channel.
Yeah, everyone in this
plays
channel
the
just
druggie
does
or
one.
Remember, children, don't do drugs.
unless they're the cool kind.
Yes.
Unless it's amoxicillin and you got the ick.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm hoping that eventually I could get streaming. It appears as though my setup is okay. Right? Whoever's next.
Let's move on to Brian.
Brian, yeah.
Yes, I'm Brian. I'm playing Sakura, the fun-loving pink hair boomerang wielding halfling. And on Thursday, in brain fart, Legends of Stramdex. There we go. I play Hakra, the genie that just has to learn boundaries.
Yeah.
This is a home, has to learn new boundaries. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. And on Monday, you can find me playing Lycee, the Strix Soldier. That is, I'm thinking next week we're going to be meeting up with Slef if it works out right. Don't know. Might be on the same planet by then. We'll have to wait and see.
I don't know. You guys were headed for Site 87, and Slef was headed
and
for
we're going
the
to
penal
Pluto.
colony. And well, you were headed for Site 87. Slef was headed for that.
Slef is actually trying to join up with part of the party.
Yeah.
Like I said, it might be. I don't know. It depends on how paths cross.
You might end up meeting up with the captain, depending on whether he decides to chase down Site 87.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're gonna meet up.
Interesting.
Hopefully.
Well, we're meeting up with someone. I don't know
Meetings
who yet, but we're
are
meeting up with
being
someone.
had.
Yes. And if things are all go this Saturday, we're going to be James's one-shot in Pathfinder 2.0 might be interesting.
Pathfinder 2.0.
Kind of sad. I won't.
Yay.
I'm gonna double check.
Who's ever next? By all means.
Let's go with SassyMcNasty.
That's me. SassyMcNasty. I play Zana, the point and shoot guy for this session, apparently. So Zana, fire boy, fire!
Murdered a boggle that wasn't even doing anything.
Yeah, he was the special boggle that the rest of the boggles out there were. I've seen this video.
They've got so many bell traps.
You can catch me on Thursday, you're on the tale-telling road. I keep almost saying hard every with very little sense of monetary value. And this Saturday, I'll be running Park of Fate. Encounters and dreams and all sorts of crazy stuff. And then Mondays, you can catch me on the fire as a Tabit, trying to hold the crew together, going crazy in their own little. That's it.
All right. Let's move on to Mikey.
Hello, everybody. My name is Michael. You can catch me on Monday nights. Play Sluff, the less than lovable rat boy who's being real dirt nasty, mean bad boy, and threatening innocents with grenades again because old habits die hard. You know what I'm saying? You can also catch me on Tuesdays where I get to play Tip to Leave, the person who's finally starting to get this whole adventuring thing, and she's just level 8 now. so it's been a learning curve. No, she's level 9 or 8. Nine, level 9. I leveled her up appropriately. I just was having a. Hi! You can also catch me on Thursdays where I'm running Legacy Remdex, which is a 3rd edition or 3.5 edition 3rd generation Legacy campaign about a big old puzzle master boy. They haven't got into the puzzle mastering yet, but boy, are they way the fuck in over their head, as most adventures start. You can catch me on Saturday where I'm going to be doing 3 things on any given Saturday, sometimes 2 of 3 things. You can catch me on Black Box Theater, where this Black Box Theater, I am going to be playing some variety of Barbarian Monster Hunter, which is something I've always wanted to play. Or I will be playing in any other number of systems we could be doing in Black Box Theater. We just want to catch up on Pathfinder 2.0, y'all. We haven't gotten to play it yet, and James so wonderfully agreed to. You can also catch me in the second thing you can catch me in is Justice Grab Bag, where I will either be playing Beef or I'll be playing Eastern Bloc, professional wrestler and destroyer of capitalism and freedom. You can catch me also in Spark of Fate, which is a fantastic campaign that Dan I get to play the small frogman who's got a bit of an attitude, but kind of over it, you know? But yeah, and then you can catch me on SoundCloud at SoundCloud/ThatHoon. That is ThatHoon, all caps, SoundCloud/. You know what I'm saying? And that's
All right, and I think that leaves it with last and not least, the Juicer.
Oh yes, I get juicier every week apparently. I am Zerat the JestaKing. You can catch me here on Monday nights where I run Fire Strike, my favorite band of space pirates and terrorists and ne'er-do-wells. You can also catch me here on Tuesday nights for Realms of Refuge, where I do it drunken bird style with Pitiful, the drunken master Kinku, who gets into all sorts of trouble, always chasing the shinies. I'm not here for Legacy of Stramdex, but I am sometimes here on Saturdays. I'm here for Spark of Fate, where I play an orc barbarian named Grunum, who is very superstitious. And I also occasionally run, on the weeks we're not doing Spark of Fate, I run Justice Grab Bag, where I run a number of different things, including Flesh and Fire, our Apocalypse world. Also, should be putting Legion Championship Wrestling up there sometime soon. Still working on the kinks on that one. And maybe at some point some more superhero stuff, some more Faulty Comics Presents, I don't know. You can also catch me on my other channel, Zerat, where I play video games. And don't forget, you can check us all out. You can check out Pairodice on our we have a Twitter. Isn't that crazy? We have a Twitter.
That's right. We have a Twitter. The Twitter is.
We launched.
We have a Twitter, and
Yeah,
We lost you again.
God damn it,
It's
man.
You made it through your entire outro.
Hold on. The Twitter, I'm watching myself, and this will divert more resources to where I want Twitter at pair o dice with underscores between pair o and a dice. So yeah,
It's
so that's
Pairodice, not Pairodice.
yeah. You're,
It's the same thing as the channel.
HerrWolftheater.
yep, we'll link that. It should get put in the Twitch by the end of the night tonight. Sorry to interrupt your thing, Jester.
No, you're good. You're good. I was queuing you for the whole Twitter thing, because you've got more of the details on it than I do. We're still workshopping.
Hot meme. Sorry.
Anyway, hot memes. Anyway, but that is me. And one last plug. We do. Some of you may have noticed that we do have a logo for the Fire Shrike. We do have the information for the artist who did that in our Twitch page. If you want to look that up, maybe send some business his way. If you're looking for a little bit of artwork, check him out. And then kick that back over to Brian, to James.
All right, folks. Hi, ho, friendolas. My name is Jim. Wait.
No, I was gonna say one final.
Yes.
Do after stream. Sorry.
God. Actually, we're going to end on one last little scene. And that is going to be, we are back in the place where we have occasionally cut back to with the Cliphoth, this place where everything seems to be in high contrast. Outside of the building that seems to be the only thing we've ever seen, everything is perpetual blackness, while the walls and the floor inside are dark white as a portal opens and the evil party steps out. And that human from before looks to the half-orc and to Azul, the other two who really started shit. And was that really necessary? And the half-orc goes, it was what it was. What does it matter what they know and what they don't? What matters is that if they do know, what are they going to do with it? And Azul just turns around and is like, so what if they... We're all just pieces of fractured souls. And we're going to cut there. Hi ho, friendolos. My name is James, also known as Knightheart, and you have seen me today DMing Realms of Refuge, a D&D 5e campaign that I've been really enjoying. And I think my party's been enjoying it. They got to murder some boggles that just weren't doing much, and a chef. They murdered Cookie.
But we were food.
You can also catch me here on Mondays, where I am Esley Storaval, the former C-pop star with the heart of gold, now just with a heart of blackness, who is gone from sweetheart to domestic terrorist in a span of 6 months because Jesta just wants to destroy all of our hopes and dreams. Can also catch me here on Thursday, where yet another DM just wants to destroy my character's hopes and dreams. In Legacy of Stramdex, where Cyphel's just having a straight up bad time, And then, yes, Saturday, I am also going to be in A Spark of Fate, the first campaign ever DM'd by our lovely SassyMcNasty, in which I play Marin Farcaller, the guy who's basically a pawn from Dragon's Dogma, because he just spouts out random bullshit. And he hates harpies. But also, this Saturday at 7:30 Central Time. If you ever forget, you can always check our Twitter. We post about an hour to 2 hours before the stream. We will be doing a one-shot of Pathfinder 2.0, the sexiest new thing on the block, kiddies. If you don't have it, go buy it, because Paizo are good people. It is called Inheritors, Here Will Remain. And so far, Brian and Mike are going to be a part of it, and they're going to be people going out into a whole new world and having to fight back the darkness even as it recedes away. So come for that because it's going to be a mix of session 0 and 1, so you get to see how character creation works, and we're going to get to have all sorts of fun together. And I think that's everything. So from all of us here at Paradise Theater, to all of you, our lovely viewers, can I get an R.I.P. Daisy?
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Daisy.
Daisy!